My name is Patrick. I'm Chief Security Officer for Rushmore Technology. Rushmore Technology does full scope managed security services for customers primarily in the online gaming market. Sumo Logic has kind of become our central nervous system for information security. We're dealing with trying to track sophisticated attacks in a web environment. It's really important that we've got that flexibility and that ability to correlate events across the session. So we knew we needed to look at a SIEM solution. We opened up a competitive bid process essentially and evaluated a few vendors. The shortlist was Splunk, QRadar, and Sumo Logic. One of the big things going into the process is we were looking for consistency and reliability of the pricing model. One of the things that started to shine was the quality on the sales engineering and then ultimately the sales and delivery teams and their commitment to a relationship. We've now got the ability to look at either a really low level, what's happening at a particular spot in the platform, or at a high level and link together attacks that affect across the enterprise and be able to see, this thing over here is happening at the same time as this thing over here is happening. These seem to be linked. Definitely time and money, there's no question. What we found is agility, ability to adjust as the attacker's adjusting, the ability to have that kind of high level down to low level view are all absolutely critical things. Those are the things that we couldn't really do without now in terms of actually directly saving that money, providing real value to our customers. Early into our first implementation, we started seeing this attack that was essentially a player account takeover attack, and Sumo gave us kind of the tools to look at the data around that attack and to sort of start to actually characterize it, because being able to characterize it is always the first step to being able to block it. Sumo provided a really fundamental, really foundational way of looking at this common class of attacks. We've certainly seen evidence and suggestions from attack patterns that the attackers are certainly using AI to adapt their tactics and their processes. I think Sumo's approach to AI has been kind of on the strong side. What we see from Sumo is a commitment to things like instant triage, to things like reasonable plain text summarization of multiple events that includes a description of correlation across those events and what the common linkages are. We see Sumo really pointed in the right direction as far as AI goes. It's the outside consistent view that's a fresh pair of eyes at a particular scope of the problem that's always willing to better understand my business, my customer's business,